Hi, everybody. Welcome to Chat and Craft with Lorraine. I'm Lorraine Tierney, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Warner, New Hampshire. And I love to make cards and I love to share ideas on how to make cards. Card making makes me happy. I think it's good for my soul. I share the cards with other people. It makes them happy, and I meet the best people doing card making and Stampin' Up! So I'd love to show you how to do this too. Tonight we're going to make a card. I wanted to call it a three-piece suit, but that's just showing how old I am because people today probably don't know about three-piece suits. I don't think anybody wears them anymore, but so I'm just calling it a three-piece layout. But before we get to that, I want to talk a little bit about the new catalog that's going live on Wednesday. This catalog right here. I can't show you the inside of the catalog just yet, but there's a beautiful suite in there called the Winter Meadow Suite. And I'm part of the Creativity Abounds design team, and we're doing another stamp camp. We do one about 3 times a year, and we pick a suite and we make lots of cards with it. And if you buy the suite from me, it's on pages 36 through 38 in the catalog. It's $96.50. You get the stamp camp for free. And that means you will get make and takes. So you will get pieces like this. A card base, a piece to go inside the card, the cut pieces to make a card, and directions, written and video directions to make 13 beautiful cards. That will get mailed to you along with the tutorial. And then on the weekend of Stamp Camp, which is October 20th and 21st, we'll go on live and we'll each show you another project, a bonus project, and how to make that. And we'll give you those measurements and those things, both metric and centimeter. I can only sell the product in the United States, but if you live in another market and you want to take part, I'd be happy to put you in touch with one of our demonstrators in that market. I think we've got them all covered. So here's what's in that Winter Meadow suite. It has a stamp set, and the stamp set, whoops, let me switch my camera. Sorry. Here you go. Has a stamp set that has some greens, or they don't have to be green, some trees, and some sentiments. And then it also comes with quite a few dies. So these dies cut out the images that are on the front. So everything has a die that cuts it out. And then it also has some greenery, some berries and greenery that's like evergreen. I'll show you some of these different pieces, and holly. It's beautiful. I think I have them under here. I had some extra ones I've been designing with it. So here's one of them. Here's another. And here's another. So it comes with the stamp set and the dies. It also comes with this beautiful ribbon, sparkly clear ribbon, and it ties very nicely. It's got a little bit of substance to it, but it's not too stiff and heavy, so it's not bulky. It comes with these beautiful Lost Lagoon clear, and I think these are smoky slate blings, adhesive gems. And it also comes with some specialty paper. You get 2 each of these specialty papers. There's snowflakes with the Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock, a white flecked one, and a Lost Lagoon foil snowflake. That's really bright. So you get that in the suite, and then you get this gorgeous pack of paper. Some of these pieces, these are perfect, just cut in sixths, and it makes a beautiful card. It's got a nice deer on it. You have mountains. This is a lot like the stamp that's in the set. some trees, beautiful ferns and greens. And this is another one that you could just cut and make lots of cards. And then this one, beautiful. And the other side, I love this berry bushel, kind of a watercolor paper. This one is like a sky. This is a lighter watercolor wash. There's a Lost Lagoon wash like that, and a pretty peacock wash, beautiful. And then a blue one. So it's a gorgeous suite. You get quite a bit, 2 packs of paper, bling and ribbon, and stamps and dies. So if you're interested in Stamp Camp, reach out to me and I would be happy to have you take part in that. It's always a lot of fun. All right, so now we'll get ready and get working on today's card. Hi, Melanie. Oh, I'm so glad you like Monday nights and lives. I wanted to announce that our winner last week, for people that liked and commented and shared on the video, is Patricia Lloyd. So Patricia, I will put a post out there to let you know, but I need you to message me your address. Either email me your address or message me your address so I can send you a prize. And I'd love to know if you're watching. Please say hello. And please do comment and like. Thank you. Okay, so this is what we're going to make. We have just a regular card base. It's going to go on a blueberry bushel card base and a piece of white for the inside. I didn't put those on the measurements. I just put the 3 pieces of the 3-piece suit. So the 3 pieces are rather small pieces of DSP. So there's your landscape piece and a portrait size piece, and then another longer piece that's going to be in there and do something. And so I'm using Winter Meadow papers, and I embossed this piece of paper with the distressed tile embossing folder. And I don't remember if this is from the new catalog or if this is from the annual catalog. Let me look really quick. Hi, Penny. Hi, MJ. Glad you could make it. I don't see any embossing folders in the mini. Oh yeah, it is in the new mini distressed tile. It's really pretty, one of the 3D ones, and it's cute. So we're going to use that today. So that's what we're going to build our card on. And so really, I'm just taking the landscape piece and I'm going to adhere that on. You see I'm using both sides of the same piece of paper here, and I'm going to center this on my grid paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is right in half. I'm going to put this on. I'll show you how quick and easy this is. My friend Jean sent me a card, or posted, maybe she posted a card with this layout on it. I might have changed the sizes just a little bit, but I just love this layout. It's so perfect and versatile. So now I'm trying to center this left and right and top and bottom and get it to stick to the thing. And I'm going to put it on my card base now, because the long skinny piece might go off of the end of this. I may need another glue. Let's see, you know me, I don't like to waste any of the glue. There's another one. Maybe there's more glue in this one. You don't want to watch me shaking that. And I have some different cards to show you with this as well. So that's going to go right on there. Oh, Mary, I am with you on the blueberry bushel. I love that color. I cannot get enough of it. So on most of these cards, you'll see I cut the ends differently. I tried to flag the ends on this, and I don't think I like them like a banner. So I'm going to go back to that way. Yep, that's what I like. And so I'm going to try to cover up this left-hand edge in the upper and lower corner to try to blend things together and meld things together a little bit. This is the third piece of our three-piece suit. Okay, and then there's a focal point. So I can't decide. I'm going to need your help. Hey, Kathy Lloyd, on whether I should use another piece of DSP with just winter wishes on it, right there, or if I should use a white circle that will do a little bit of stamping on. You'll see I didn't mat the others. I just did it like this. I think if it's white, it doesn't need to be matted, but I was thinking if I did the DSP, it might need a mat, but maybe not. Hi, Deb. So what do you think? Should I use the DSP? And if you like the DSP, tell me whether it should be matted or not. Or should I go with a white one that we stamp on? And I'll show you the other ones that I made while you tell me about that. You're in Tampa, Deb? I am in New Hampshire. I am at home in Warner, New Hampshire. All right, so here's a couple of other ones I made. This one I made with some Garden Walk DSP. This is a new DSP from the new catalog. And I used the Artistically Inked stamp set and the die leaves. And then I colored my ribbon with a blend. Don't forget about how awesome it is that you can make ribbons with any color with your blends. And so that one's Sweet Sorbet and Pretty Peacock. You like the way I tied that? Yeah, a bow can be lumpy in the envelope. So I was trying to think of how to do it. So let's see, I have DSP with mat, I have Stamp It, I have DSP no mat, I have DSP with mat. Now you guys are going to have to keep voting. This one's made with the Shining Brightly paper. This looks a little dark. I don't know why it's looking dark under here. And this paper is gold and navy. It's just gorgeous. And it has a new ribbon, a Night of Navy sparkly ribbon that goes with it. And I didn't end up using these leaves, but I wanted to show you that the wild wheat comes very, very close to looking like gold, so that you don't have to always use gold or embossing. You can just use wild wheat. That's what I put around this too. All right, so those are a couple of other ones that I made. So let's see. I have DSP with mat. DSP, I'd like to see it stamped. All right, so I think we will do both. So the DSP with the mat, that's really easy. That's done just like that. And we'll finish it up, but then we'll stamp one and we can quickly cut for another one, or at least get the stamped image ready. I'll show you what I was going to do. All right, and I also have those die cuts we can add if we want. I don't know about that. I don't know. Oh, I'm glad you like this. It's really a fun little layout, and you can use it with so many different papers. I'm going to pop this up a little bit, and I'm going to show you how I did that fun little bow. Oh, this is a new deckled circle. This is also from the new catalog. You can see that it's not a smooth edge. We have the deckled rectangles. Well, we now have the deckled circles, and I think there's 14 of them. Look at all of these. They are amazing. This is in the new catalog also. All right, and then to do that little bow I did here, I took 2 pieces of ribbon. I did about 5 inches. I'm going to use my grid paper to measure about 5 inches. Oh, I want you to know my shirt just doesn't say eat and sleep. It says eat, sleep, craft, and repeat. Okay, so it does have the craft in there. I can't forget that. All right, now 5 inches was this. This is way too long. I think I can fold the 5 inches in half, and that will be long enough. Okay. And so I just laid them over each other like that. And what do I want to tie them with? I think I'll tie them with a piece of white baker's twine. And I'm going to try to do this so you can see. And so I'm just holding them kind of like an X. We'll have a chance to play with them a little bit. And I'm trying to get the baker's twine around the middle of it. Let me flip this over and put it on something dark. I think it might be easier to see. And then I'm going to tie it. And I want it to squish my ribbon, but I also want it to keep the ribbon a little bit flat and not too curly. And we can trim the ends again if we need to. Okay. So there we go. I'm just going to separate those a little bit. And we can encourage them even after we tie the bow. Okay, and I'm going to make my loops a little bit smaller. Well, maybe not that small. And if it twists, just try to untwist it. And okay. And we don't need that so long. And I want that at an angle. And I want that one at an angle. There we go. Isn't that sparkle so pretty? That one's still a little too big. Okay, and then I would just use a glue dot to hold that down right there. And I do want the bow to be off the circle so that it's not quite as lumpy as it could be if it were raised up on top of the circle. Oh, thank you, Mary. I'm glad you noticed my shirt. Eat, sleep, craft, repeat. Okay, so I'm going to stick that right onto a glue dot. And if you don't feel like that's holding, which I don't, I can put another one under there. You won't see it. Sometimes I have glue dots on both sides of my paper. Double the glue dots. Okay, so there you have it. And then on the inside, I was going to use Merry Christmas, and I will still stamp a circle. Don't go away yet, Mary. I will still stamp a circle. Oh, I'm glad that you love it, Kay. I am. So I'm going to use the Merry Christmas from the Very Cute Polar Bear set. That's another new set. One of the best benefits of being a demonstrator is getting to order things early and playing with them. I love, love, love doing that. And if you want to do that, I would love it if you joined my team. We have fun. Okay, so I used Blueberry Bushel for that. And don't forget about stamping on your DSP. It's really a fun way to do things. I have a little ridge there. I'm just going to smooth out. Okay. And then I will show you how I was going to stamp that circle, and we'll kind of lay it right on over that. So I was going to use some Lost Lagoon. Let me just clean that stamp. And some Pool Party. And let's see where I have too many stamp sets out here. Okay. So we're going to use this leafy stamp. This one. And I'm going to use some Lost Lagoon on that. And I'm just tapping lightly and then checking for halos. I don't want to get a halo on there. And I went right off the top of the paper. All right, and then I'm going to use a stamp that says, "The colder weather brings us together." I like that for family or friends visiting. I'm trying to get my stamp. You can't go by the shape of the stamp to have it square, so I'm looking at a word and I'm looking at my grid lines through it and trying to line it up. Let's see how I did. If my block is straight, that's pretty good. It's the script is bumpy and goes up and down, so it's very forgiving. I may not have stamped far enough to the side. I think that's okay. The colder weather brings us together. Lost Lagoon is another great color. Yes, it is. I was glad that one came back too. I think we have a perfect set of colors. I would love it if they never changed them again. And then if I put this one on here, like that, it's just a little bit smaller. I had been thinking maybe about, instead of a ribbon, a couple of die cuts, and that's pretty. We can cut some more paper real quick. That sentiment, yeah, it would be nice for an invitation to a winter party. That's a great idea. So let's get some paper out and cut a couple more pieces of paper. That one might be a good piece to start with. So you may hear things crashing to the floor. I'm going to move things to try to unbury my cutter. All right. And I just buried a piece of paper, my dimensions. So my landscape piece that goes across was 1 1/4 by 3 1/2. That, of course, is not 3 1/2. So let's do a 1 3/4. We could change up the colors this time. 1 3/4 by 3 1/2. That's too little. And then we need 4 by 3. 4 by 3 is a really good size. Cutting your DSP into 4-inch pieces really helps you get the most out of it. So we could do this one the opposite way. Let's see. And put that on there. Or that way. Which way do you like it? Flowers up or blue up? I love to get your input. And I'll do another piece of this. Do you like it with the flowers or do you like it with the blue facing up? Blue up, says Deb. I'm just trimming the edges on that. And I'm going to run and get a piece of white. That's over here. And we'll cut a couple of pieces. I got 2 votes for the blue. 5 1/4 by 4. For the front and another one for the inside. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, if we're going to use the blue up, and I'm okay with that, I don't know if this is enough color behind it. Should we have that peek out a little bit more? Yeah, the flowers get buried. You are right, MJ. The flowers do get buried. We could make, there's no right or wrong to this. We could change this up a little bit. I think I'm going to. Let's do this. Let's be really tricky. This is 1 3/4. So I'm going to cut it roughly in half. And we're going to put a little bit under each piece. I'm going to have it stick out a little bit more on each side. Just wanted my silicone mat, and I want to try to get that even. All right. There we go, and I'll put this one under the other side. So same piece of paper, we cut it in half and made it, I don't need that. I want to see my grid lines so that I'm getting this even. Sorry, I can't always talk and do this at the same time. Okay. So there we go. So I just added it to the outsides. And we can put that down. Nothing like just changing it up on the fly. I am someone that tends to make symmetrical cards. I like that. I'm going to put this down, and I think we'll use a couple of those die cuts. I like to hide that corner and edge. I'm missing the corner on this one though. Why am I missing the corner? Because I'm trying not to cover up my paper. Well, I guess I can't do it all. All right, So let's use a couple of these. There's this pretty white one. We can go under, we can go over. And I think we'll just put those right on there like that. And then add a little bling. All right, so I'm going to put my circle on first with dimensionals again, if I can find them. Here they are. So you see how much fun just having 3 little pieces of paper, and I've chosen 3 from the same pack, but you don't have to. You can choose any 3 papers you want. All right, and I'm gonna I don't remember what order we had these in, but I'm just gonna put them down. You could use glue dots on the back of this one. Ah, I pulled that up. That wasn't good. But I'm just going to do dots of glue instead of glue dots. And put that next to the other one. It's stuck to my fingers. I don't have enough glue on the bottom there. Okay, and then the Lost Lagoon one. Maybe not. Maybe just 2 of them. And I have a little bow over here that I tied already. I just saw. Where'd my little bow go? I bet you saw it too. Where'd it go? Well, we're going to have to tie another one. Sometimes I cheat and tie my bows, especially if they're little, on this little bow tire. You can buy these on Amazon. They are great. Okay, there is a little bow. Slides off. It's just perfect. We're going to encourage this to come over so that I can put this down. So this one, I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to roll it, make it skinny. And I'll put it right on here. And then we'll press this into it. And all I need next, I don't have one here with me, is a card base like this. And we would have another card. I do want to put a little bling on this one. I was going to put some bling on the other side also. These are the Tinsel 4 gems. They do have blueberry bushel, but as you can see, I've used them all. So I'm going to have to use some of these green ones. I think this might be garden green. I'm going to put a couple of those on. And then on the other side, I don't know if I want to use one blue and the other's green. I think I'll do all green. I'm going to just put a couple of these. 1, two. I'm going to put them all over this way to kind of balance off that bow. So there are the two cards that we made tonight, and these are with the Winter Meadow. One's on an embossed piece, one's on a plain piece, and we just changed this one out a little bit. This one's on DSP. So there's all kinds of things you can do. Here are the other ones again. I lost the sweet sorbet one. Well, it's around here someplace. I hope you'll give this layout a try. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of addicting. You try it with one or two, and then you want to try it with some more. So enjoy. I hope you have a great night. If I can help you make cards at home, if I can give you a catalog, if you'd like to be part of Stamp Camp, please reach out. I'm happy to talk cards anytime. I love it. All right. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.